Like, what are y'all doing? Y'all just sitting there. Like, I wanted to say that so bad. Y'all just sitting on y'all asses on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. Girl, look at this video. Look at this video. What's up, you guys? Now, I am in a very good mood right now. Not that I get on here in a bad mood, but this morning I'm in a extremely great mood because I have been crunching it with Uber all this week. Like, sometimes I'll sleep in and don't get out there and do it, but this week I've been doing good. Like, I've been doing very good at getting my butt out of bed and getting out there and doing those trips and going to Raising Cane's right afterwards. Yeah, I've been crunching it. And if I continue on doing this same trend, hey, before you know it, I will finally have the money to go on a vacation, because me, Amber, and London want to go to Louisiana for Mardi Gras. So let me continue on with the trend, keep getting out of bed early every morning. Or if I don't do it early every morning, I can just do an overnight shift. But I've been crunching it. I've been killing it all this week. And I did good over the weekend. The only thing about it is I missed Saturday. I didn't do Uber on Saturday because Cane's kicked my butt. But this has nothing to do with Uber. I just wanted to tell you guys how my week been going. This has to do with part 2 of my Long John Silver's experience, the third time around. Now, this story, I'm gonna make this part about the management meeting. It's gonna be about the management meeting, and it's gonna be about how I felt like I was getting taken advantage of on the shift, how the managers were taking advantage of me. Yeah, that's what this part gonna be about. Okay, so I'm gonna start it off by me going to work on a Friday. Okay, so mind you, when I reapplied and told them that my availability was gonna be on Friday through Sunday from 5 o'clock to closing. But unfortunately, that didn't work out too well at all. And I think I still have some of the screenshots with the manager asking me if I could come in early. Let me see if I still have those text messages. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Yep, I found the text message. So Lena had texted me and said, "Good morning." Mind you, this was November 21st of last year. So that was on a Thursday. So she said, "Good morning. Are you able to come in early today? Like 3 to 10? Mind you, I was supposed to come in at 5. And also, I wasn't even supposed to work on Thursdays. My availability was on Friday through Sunday. But I'm going to get to that later on in the story. Then I told her, yeah, I can. She said, thanks. Then the next day, November 22nd, which is on a Friday, she said, "Can you come in at 4 the rest of this week?" So the story is about to get a lot interesting because now she changed my schedule. And I'm going to get to that later on in the story. Stay tuned. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Why is she changing your schedule around? And why are you agreeing to it? I'm going to get to that. Okay, so it was this one Saturday. I think it was my second week or second day working there. I can't remember exactly when it was. I just know it was on Saturday, and it was busy as hell. Like, I never saw Long John Silver's that busy at all. The only time I saw it busy like that was during Lent. They had a line wrapped around the building, and I thought I was working at Cane's for a second. I'm like, am I at Cane's? Because this is how Cane's drive-thru is. So why is the Long John Silver's drive-thru so backed up? I'm talking about they had about 5 to 7 cars in the line. Now that's busy for Long John Silver's because I'm used to seeing like 3 to 5 during peak time, and maybe like 2 or 3 groups of people inside of the store, that's busy for Long John Silver's. But they had about 5 to 7 cars in drive-through, and they had large orders too, and like it was a full lobby. Like every table was full. It was people standing around waiting to order. I'm like, why is it so busy? So everybody was just overwhelmed, and me, I'm used to it because hey, I work at Cane's. Cane's is way busier than this. So they're like, oh my God, it's so busy, so busy. I'm like, all right, so where do y'all need me? I can help knock this line down. So they put me at the drive-thru, and it was the girl, the cashier that was talking to me at first. I'm going to give her a name. I'm going to call her Monica. So Monica, remember I told you guys that she was training to be the next shift manager? Well, Monica was just overwhelmed at drive-thru. She was getting an attitude with the customers and everything. So I took the headset and I was like, you know what? I got it. I'm going to just go ahead and take over. She like, thank you so much, because these people get on my nerves. But you training to be the next shift manager? Really? Like, make that make sense. So I'll get on the headset. Hi, thank you for choosing Long John Silver's. This is Charles. How can I help you? And the customers are ordering, yeah, let me get 2 of the fish and shrimp platters. Okay, 2 of the fish and shrimp platters. Would you like fries and coleslaw with that? No, let me get green beans and corn on one and extra hush puppies and fries on the other. Alrighty, green beans and corn, extra hush puppies and fries. All right, anything to drink? Oh, it doesn't come with a drink? No, it doesn't come with a drink. Yeah, let me get 1 Dr. Pepper. 1 Dr. Pepper. Okay, would you like any dessert? Like, we have red velvet cheesecake, we have chocolate cheesecake, we also have vanilla, the classic vanilla cheesecake. Yeah, let me get the chocolate cheesecake. Alrighty, so those are 2 fish and shrimp platters, 1 with green beans and corn, the second one with extra french fries, well, with french fries, extra hush puppies, 1 Dr. Pepper, and a cheesecake. Anything else? That'll be it. Alrighty, your total is gonna be $42.78. Please pull forward whenever you can. They said, dang, you a pro. I said, yep, I'm a pro. I know how to upsell. That's just an example. I really don't remember exactly what they ordered. That's just an example of how great my customer service skills is. I don't want to toot my own horn, but toot. So I was killing it at the drive-thru. I was just killing it at the drive-thru. And Monica was like, dang, I'm scared of you. So at Cane's, we had to constantly keep communicating. We got to keep saying how many cars we got in drive-thru, how many people we have waiting to order. So we'll say, we wrap to the patio. This is the Raising Cane's terms. We wrap to the patio. We're double wrap. You got 3 walking in. I mean, 3 people walking in. You got 5 up. 5 up mean you got 5 people waiting to order. So I'm communicating at Long John Silver's. I'm like, you got about 5 cars in drive-thru. And so Lena, she was the manager on duty. She was like, okay, I don't need all that. I don't need all that, okay? Because she was helping one of the cooks drop the food because he was too slow. She's like, I don't need all that. I don't need all that. I don't need all that. I'm like, I'm just communicating. So Monica, she was like, don't even say how many cars we got, because she get overwhelmed. I don't give a damn if she get overwhelmed. She the freaking manager. She's assistant manager. Overwhelmed? What? How you overwhelmed? This ain't nothing. Come to Cane's. Come work at Cane's and then come holler at me. Like, why are you getting overwhelmed? So I'm like, I ain't saying nothing though. I kept my cool. So Monica, she was over it. So I was like, well, I got the line down. Would you like to come back to the drive-thru? And she's like, nah, I don't want to go back over there. I'm gonna just come to the front. So she went over to the front to start taking orders. Then the front was so busy, so she don't know to take a few orders, then stop and make the orders. So Lena, she was like, go over there and help her out, because she wanted to go at the drive-thru. So Lena had went to drive-thru, and I went over to the front counter to help dish out some of the orders. So she was like giving out food. Like the fish wasn't even cooked all the way. The fish was like undercooked. It was breaking apart. And I said, Monica, we can't serve this. And she was like, I don't give a damn. They gonna eat it. But you're training to be the next shift manager? So I'm just baffled. I'm appalled. I'm shocked. All the above. Because I can't believe that she said that she don't care that she giving away undercooked fish fish that's soggy and falling apart. So I told her, I was like, just keep taking the orders and then I'll make the orders. Don't even worry about dishing. Then people kept bringing their food back. Excuse me, I didn't order this. I'm missing my extra piece of fish. Oh, I'm missing my clams. So I see clams in the chute, like under the heat lamp. And I said, Monica, you forgot somebody to clams. She said, oh, don't say that. Don't tell Lena. Don't tell Lena. So she got the clams and just gave it to him. I'm like, how long were those clams sitting right there? Because the clams is a cook to order product. So she was just messing up. And she knew that she was messing up. So I think that she was just so stressed out. So she told me, she was like, hey, Charles, I'm going to just go run to the restroom. You think you can hold it down? Yeah, go ahead. Just go ahead. I got it. So I'm taking orders, making orders, taking orders, making orders. 15 minutes passed by. Monica still ain't came back. I said, dang, maybe she really got overwhelmed. Maybe her nerves got to her. Maybe she got the bubble guts and blowing up the bathroom. I don't know what the hell happened to her. I just know that she disappeared. So Lena came around. Where's Monica? I said, oh, she in the restroom. Really? She been MIA. She disappeared for a while. Let me go check on her. So Lena goes, knock on the restroom door, because it's only one toilet in the men's restroom and one toilet in the women's restroom. So only one person could go in there. We don't have no stalls. So she came back. She said, Charles, you said Monica in the restroom? I said, yeah, she said she was going to the restroom. Ain't nobody in there. Ain't nobody in there. I said, well, maybe she cleaned the lobby or maybe she take out the trash. I don't know. So she looked outside. Her car ain't outside. I said, maybe she went on break. What break? She don't get no break today. So she calls her. Monica don't answer the phone. I said, it sounds like Monica quit. So Monica never showed back up from her shift. She went to the restroom and never returned. So the next day was Sunday. And Sharon, the store manager, was there. She was just getting off of work because she had to do her weekly, because every Sunday she do her weekly inventory. Like she count all the boxes and all that stuff and all the food and all the sauces, ketchup packets, tartar sauce packets, all that good stuff. So she was leaving out. And then she say, well, Monica no longer works for us. I said, wow. So that means that I could be the next shift manager, right? She said, we gonna get to that. We have a meeting on Thursday. I said, okay, so I'm coming to the meeting on Thursday? No, sir. The managers, the shift managers that are now shift managers, and myself will be having a management meeting because Monica walked out on her shift yesterday and she was supposed to be the next shift manager in training. I said, okay, cool. All right. So we're going to see how this meeting works out on Thursday. It was Sunday. And I was working with the ghetto fabulous shift manager, Sharonda. I hate working with her. So I'm like, if Sharonda has something to say about this, because I know Sharonda don't like me. I don't know. She was just picking at me. So if she has something to do with this, I'm not going to get promoted to the next shift manager. I know for a fact I ain't going to get it. So Sunday, she was just nagging. Why you doing it like that? Charles, we don't do it this way. That was the whole shift on Sunday. So I'm fast forward over to Thursday. Thursday, I got to work. All the managers having a meeting. And I see Sharonda. It's Sharon, it's Susie, and it's Lena. All of them are in the management meeting. And I'm saying to myself, I know for a fact that I'm not going to get it, because I'm thinking that they're going to give me an answer after this management meeting. So the meeting is over, and I know that Sharonda don't like me for some strange reason. She just don't like me. So the meeting is over, and I see Sharon come over. I said, hi, Sharon. How you doing today? Long time no see. She's like, I'm doing great. How are you doing, Mr. Charles? I said, I'm doing great. So I'm kind of scared to ask about the shift manager position. I'm going to just keep my mouth closed. And Susie was there, and I know Susie going to tell me all about the meeting. So I'm like, Susie, how was the meeting? Did they say anything about me being the shift manager? She said, they didn't mention anything about you being a shift manager. I didn't know that you wanted to be the shift manager. Yeah, I told you that. They didn't say anything about it. Well, what was the meeting about? Oh, about sales, speed of service, about Sharon going on her cruise because it's her last day. She gonna be back next Monday, so she going on a 7-day cruise, so she gonna be gone for a week and a half. Oh, and about Monica walking out of her shift, but they didn't mention anything about me being the shift manager. That's new to me. Why don't you go talk to Sharon about it? I'm a little bit shy. I'm a little bit nervous and scared. I'm like, well, no, I'm not going to say them because if they want me to be a shift manager, they'll come to me. I'm not going to them because she knows that I want to be a shift manager. That's the position I applied for. Oh, well, I didn't know anything about that, but go talk to her. So I'm talking to Sharon, but I didn't talk to her about the shift manager position. I see her, she was stacking sauces, like nice and neat. I'm like, why are you stacking sauce nice and neat? She was like, this is how I want the sauces from now on. I don't want y'all to just throw in the ketchup and tartar sauce packs. I want y'all to stack them nice and neat. Nice and neatly. Okay. All right, we can do that. Because when y'all just throw them in there, y'all get a handful and give them to the customers. I want y'all to do them nice and neat. Line them up. Okay. Well, guys, I'll see y'all next Monday. I'm going on my cruise. So she left to go on her cruise. I said, oh, which cruise are you going on? Oh, I'm going on the Carnival cruise. Oh, I've been on 2 cruises. They were both Carnival. Yeah, I've been on 2 of them. It was a lot of fun. Oh, this is going to be my first one. I'm a little bit nervous. Did you have fun? I said, yeah, they got a casino on it. They got Starbucks. They got a buffet. Like, all the food is included. Now, if you want, like, boiled shrimp or lobster tails, you got to pay extra. Oh, and you can get the Cheers package. Now, the Cheers package, I think back then it was like $30-something a day or something like that. She said, well, I don't need to be drinking like that. So we talking about the cruise, and Susie whispered to me, like, you're talking about the cruise. You need to be asking her about the shift manager position since Monica left, Charles. But I'm not finna kiss nobody but. I said, well, she don't care about this. She about to go on her cruise. So I was like, when she come back from her cruise, then we could talk about it. So Sharon leaves. All right, I'll see you guys next Monday. Bye. I'm like, all right, have fun. She said, I hope I don't fall overboard. I hope I don't drown in that water. So me and Susie, we worked the shift on Thursday. I'm going to fast forward over to Saturday. Now, Saturday was a shit show. Now, Lena was running the shift, and she was the manager on duty on Saturday, and we did not have a cook because the cook called in. So they made me cook. And it was Lena and Sharonda. They were both the managers on duty. And they were cousins. At the time, I thought they were best friends. But they were cousins. So they'll take the orders and everything and dish out the orders. And they had me cooking. And whenever it slowed down, they'll go sit down in the office and play on the phone. And then when I wanted to go sit down, what you doing? This kitchen a mess. Start sweeping. Start wiping stuff down. Well, what the hell are y'all doing? I wanted to say that so bad. Like, what are y'all doing? Y'all just sitting there. Like, I wanted to say that so bad. Y'all just sitting on y'all asses on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. Girl, look at this video. Look at this video. That's what they was doing. They ain't talking on the phone to their people. Because, you know, they family members. Talking on the phone. Hey, girl, what you doing? Yeah, girl, I'm over here at work. Yeah, I know I was supposed to be off. I know I was supposed to be off today. I had to come in, though. You know, Sharon on her cruise, so I had to come in. Yeah. Yeah, the cook didn't show up. Uh-huh. Ghetto. This is Lena. Then Sharonda, she know all of her people. Girl, who's that you on the phone with? Who is that you on the phone with, girl? Oh, girl. Then she tell her who she on the phone with. Oh, FaceTime her so I can mess with her. We at work. Like, this is not the hangout spot. This is Long John Silver's. He's supposed to work. So they making me sweep the floor. They making me wipe down everything. And then they had the nerve to say, all right, Charles, now you need to filter that grease I'm not doing a damn, I'm not filtering that. And I told him, I said, oh, I don't know how to filter. I don't know how to filter. I know how to filter. I'm not finna filter. Y'all are sitting down, playing around, talking on the phone, and y'all want me to do this? I'm not finna. No, why don't you filter? I want to say this so bad. Why don't you filter? So she was like, well, they just gonna have to do it in the morning then. Yeah, I know they're gonna do it in the morning because I'm damn sure not gonna do it while y'all sitting over there playing around, talking on the phone, watching videos on your phone. Nah, that ain't how it work. Then when I'm leaning on my phone because they on their phone. You gotta lead by example, so I'm leaning on my phone. Come on, Charles. I go. I ain't gonna be here all night. Let's start breaking that stuff down. Take some of them dishes to the back and wash them. You need to do something. I'm not finna just be the only one working. No. Then Lena told Sharonda, well, girl, Sharon ain't here. You ain't got to mop that lobby. Just sweep real good. You ain't saying nothing but a word, girl. You ain't saying nothing but a word. You're supposed to sweep and mop every night. They just have swept. You ain't got to worry about taking out that trash. They can do it in the morning. You not taking out the trash. Is the trash full, Sharonda? Girl, it's half full. Don't worry about it. They can take out in the morning. Y'all think I'm lying. I swear to God. I swear to God, this is how the shift went on that Saturday. And I said to myself, I cannot wait for Sharon to come back because I'm going to tell Sharon all of this. So I'm just kissing their ass right now. And I'm like, I'm documenting everything. I went to the lobby and I took pictures of everything. The trash, how they didn't even wash out the saucepans. They didn't change out the saucepans. They didn't take the soda nozzles off. They left the soda nozzles on. You're supposed to take those off every night. They didn't change out the saucepans. None of that. They do none of that. I said, wait until Sharon come back. Because Sharon is going to know what's going on at her store when she's not here. And I know they just had a manager meeting on Thursday. And this is what they doing. I can't wait to tell Sharon. Well, you guys, I'm going to wrap up part 2. Just stay tuned for part 3 because on part 3 is going to be a curveball to this whole story. Now stay tuned for part 3. All right, guys. Peace out.